welcome. Welcome to Conscious Conversations. It is me, Candace, the High Priestess of Love on Instagram. And definitely have earned that title. But I want to talk about love a little more. I want to go a little deeper into love and what love is not. What love is not. I do have Bella out here. Bella, you want to say hi? She's roaming around, so I will have a few distractions. But you know, that's life. I'm at my mom's house. I'm back from my trip. Wonderful weekend getaway. We got to see the eternal flame. Such a spiritual moment for me. Such a releasing moment. It was beautiful. It was truly beautiful. The fire behind the waterfall did something to my soul. But I'm back at my mom's and I'm feeling my creative flow kick in, and I don't have a quiet space. I don't have a private space. There's a lot of noise pollution in the house. So I have to make the best with my surroundings. And right now it's the back porch. And I do have Bella because currently Bella's in this phase where she doesn't want to go to anybody but me. If you're a mom, if you're a parent, you understand what that's like. They just don't want to go to anybody. And what can you do, right? What can you do? So I want to talk about what love is not. And I want to read this little journal entry that I wrote this August 5th. I'm not going to go too deep into it because some of it is just personal information that I'm not going to share with the world. But I want to just read a little bit about this. He said he used to say that he was triggered by my insecurities. It would make me feel like shit. Like I didn't trust him, and I should trust him because he told me how deep he loved me. That I loved him in a way he's never been loved before. So I would ignore the energy that was screaming at the fabric of my soul. I would ignore the knots in my gut and believe there was something wrong with me. Like I needed to love myself more. Like I was blocking myself from love. It didn't feel like love. It looked like love. It sounded like love. But it didn't feel like love. I wanted it to be love so bad. Wait, let me see. And I wanted it to be love so bad. Yeah. So I wasn't listening to what was unseen, what was unspoken. My body was trying to tell me something I wasn't listening to. My soul was trying to give me the answers to the questions I asked a million times, the questions I felt. If I were to question them, he would be triggered. His reactive side was scary. Tell me that I'm having doubts. Tell me that I'm trying to trigger him. That wasn't love. Love is not punishing. Love is not cold. Love is not one-sided. Love is not abusive. See, the thing is, we all get triggered. We all have a reactive side. In a triggered state, my reactive side is scary. I witness all of my loved ones, all of my family members get into their triggered states, and I witness their reactive sides. And what I've learned throughout the years is how to observe someone in a reactive state and allow them to process on their own. Because someone in a reactive state, no matter how non-reactive you are, cannot see past their reaction unless they choose to. Unless they choose to do the work. And I pointed out this reactive side. And whether the person chose to do the work or not, like, that's really on them. But what I got out of it is to completely, 100% trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Here's the thing. When you get reactive, when you get triggered, when you act from that trigger, that is a reaction. You're being reactive. If what they said makes you feel any kind of way, if what somebody said makes you feel bad and you feel like what they said makes you feel some kind of way, you are being reactive. You're being reactive. That's not love. You're not walking with source. You're walking from trauma. You're speaking and feeling and acting from reaction. That is not love. Absolutely nobody, not one single person, has the power to make you feel any kind of way. If somebody hurts your feelings, yes, your feelings were hurt because you were triggered, because it brought up something within you, something deep within you that is wounded and that needs healing. Things come up for healing, but nobody did it to you but your soul. Your soul chooses the lessons that it comes here to learn. And your soul has all of the blueprints of unconditional love within your DNA. And until you can get to that day that you stop blaming people for your feelings, you're not experiencing love. You're not receiving love. You're not in alignment with love because you're still blaming. You're still blaming people for your feelings. You're still blaming people for your triggers. You're blaming people for your pain. You're blaming people for the uncomfortable. But it is an inside job. To get to love, it's an inside job. And we all have to do the work ourselves. Nobody can do it for us. Nobody can do it for us. But I just want to talk about this because I've been experiencing this not just in my own relationships, but observing relationships of others. And I just want to be the one to say, Ella, can I please have a little bit of... She's having a conversation with Mr. Man. This is Mr. Man. Mr. Man and I are going to be spending a lot of time together in the next couple of months. So get used to his face. But, Shh, Mamacita. Hey. What I want to say is, and I really want to say this to the world, to everybody. If you are in a relationship, whether it's with a partner that you're in love with, girl, shh. Hold on. All right, Grandma took Bella. Take two. If you are in a relationship with somebody, whether it's your partner, your love, your parents, your child, your best friend, and you feel like you have to walk on eggshells in that relationship, you can't speak your feelings. And even if your feelings are projections, even if they're projections, you should be able to speak your feelings, and that person should be emotionally mature enough to hold space for your feelings without getting reactive, so you two can have an intelligent conversation about what's coming up. Because what's coming up is trauma. It's pain. It's coming up for healing. It's coming up for you for healing. It's coming up for them for healing. And if they can't do the work with you, they don't deserve the best of you. They don't. And that is the truth. That is the truth that I speak. That is my truth. And if you've ever lived with someone that you have to walk on eggshells because you can't upset them, because when you upset them, they're set off like a ticking time bomb, you are in an abusive relationship and you need to get out of there. Seriously, get out of there. Because if you're willing to do the work for you, bravo. That is a beautiful thing. But you can't do the work for anybody else. You can't. And sometimes, by walking away from someone and cutting your energy off, is exactly what they need to do their work. So, it's my message for today. And, that was a big old weight off my shoulders. Feels good. Feels good to speak your truth. That's what I want to see. I want to see more people speaking their truth, taking accountability for their pain and for their trauma and for their actions, processing, healing, integrating. Like, come on, guys, let's do this. New Earth is like right around the corner. Let's get there together. But you have to do it by yourself. We walk together, but you're never alone. I love you.